Yo! How's going? Cheap Tuesday. I'm late to my own live. How fucking terrible. Check out my new Dusty Bogan hat. I'm loving it. Loving life. We had our Highland Games on the weekend. It was fucking awesome. Heck yeah. How you fucking going? Yeah, and I got my new hat made, so we all had a Dusty. I'll have to definitely, I'm going to have 2 hats from now on. I'm going to do another run of Make Australia Great Again hats. And then I will. And then I'll freaking wear them both. You know what I mean? But yeah, we had a fucking awesome Highland game on the weekend. It was badass. Fucking mad time. We raised money for Binary, which is like Kira Lee Smith's thing. It's like stop the degendering of society. So that was like fucking. It was good as gold. And I'll wait until a few more people rock up. I'll show you binary.com and what they're about because nah, mate, no, I'll just play it. I'll just play the highlights to the Highland Games. Are you fucking ready? Are you ready, people? It was pretty fucking awesome. Here you go. Oh, and this is the first video I've ever edited in my life. Dusty Bogan, I'm stepping up the games. Just the fucking little teaser. This isn't the finished thing. This was like me sitting there editing for like 5 minutes. The Sabi.
I'm Dusty Bogan here. We're at the annual Proud Boys Highland Games. We've got our starting ceremony. Queensland President lighting the flame.
I welcome you all to the inaugural Queensland Proud Boys Highland Games.
I'll try not to say anything. We'll just watch it.
Yay!
Check it out. It's sped up a little bit too.
There you go, Prez.
Bang. This is what happens when you join the greatest men's fraternity on the earth.
Stuff. Take this round 2. Bang.
You can see my poor editing skills here. I fucked it, but I didn't have time. Yeah. Check my kilt out.
Yeah, there you go.
Canberra chapter. Fuck, we had a good time. Power.
Go Queensland.
Bang. You don't need to see my ugly head.
Beauty. Power. Beauty. Smash Cope 19. Ooh. Oh. Have a look at him. Holy fuck.
Bash you with a pair of gloves on his hand. He bash you out.
Oh!
This is how we go snorkeling in Australia. Fuck yes. Anyway, that's half of it. We'll play the other half in a fucking minute. What do you reckon? We had a fucking awesome Highland Games. Worked out brilliant. I went to pick up a few of the boys and my car fucking broke down and I was an hour late to my own Highland Games. How good's that? But, you know, the moral of the story there is never fucking carry on or, you know, blow things out of proportion. You know what I mean? We had a fucking brilliant day. And we got to raise money for Binary, which is Kira Lee Smith's. It's stopping the degendering of society. And that's where we all just chipped in, fucking $10 each. We haven't even really raised the money yet. We will put the money together. I post the link out to the boys today. Sure you chip in. You're a kiss. Pauline fucking Hanson. What a woman. Oh, thanks for the super chat, deadbeat. Power. That tire's fucking heavier than you think, eh?
The first fucking Queensland Highland Games, you beauty.
Yeah, boys, it was a good competition, but the right team won at the end of the day. And
You bastard.
the president has come out victorious.
Corrupt judge or what? He's won it. Well done, eh? You fucking beauty. And we're doing it every year.
Absolutely.
Bloody oath.
Every 12 months.
Every 12 months. Cheers. Fucking make it go viral. Every fucking Proud Boys chapter, you got to do a Highland Games. Woo! You beauty.
There you fucking go, mate. You got a little taste. You barely got to see the games. I'm telling you, you barely got to see fucking anything. Barely nothing. Drinking, fun with the boys. Does life get any fucking better than that? I'm telling you, we had a bloody brilliant day. We got to raise some money for a good cause. It doesn't get any fucking better than that. I'll pull up Binary. So I'm encouraging everyone. Like, you see how easy that was. If this bogan can pull together a Highland Games in his backyard, you and your mates can do it. Go buy a kilt. You can get it like a cheap kilt for $20 off eBay. The one I had was proper legit, probably about $50. I don't know. A mate posted it up from Canberra. Now I'm going to buy a kilt. I actually fucking enjoyed that. Thanks for the super chat, Deadbeat, you fucking legend. Some of that editing, that's the first time I've ever edited a video. The fucking, I did speed it up. You can see when we're speaking there, it was a bit, and I think I sped it up a bit whenever it was myself. Nah, doing a tire flip or something. But anyway, that's exclusive footage. That's not public yet because I figured I'll actually do a proper edited, a proper version. Legit. That was just the first time I've ever edited anything in my life. I just slapped it. I slapped it together. I'm definitely going to have a fucking shop. I downloaded some editing app on my fucking phone. And I bought it. I had to pay money, like $50 or something for it. And bang. Yeah, mate. Best part was when Pauline Hanson poster was nailed to the piece of timber. Fucking oath, mate. And then, yeah, as the day went on, we got more and more banners. We had the banner, what was it? Communism is the true virus. That was fucking golden hanging up there. We had, you missed so much, you know what I mean? Because we had Donald Trump's mask. We did stump, like big fucking stump toss. And then we had this giant concrete cylinder. We were fucking shot putting that. We did like the caber toss with a timber plank. We did the tug of war. Tug of war was epic. I fucked the footage of that. I fucked my editing there. You missed out on the full live action tug of war is like proper fun. I got that battle rope. Must have cost me $50 fucking 5 years ago. It's come in handy. My boss gave me the tire for free. Everything was free. The only thing it cost was the beer and the food of the day. So you can pull together a Highland game in the backyard with your mates. There was probably 20 of us there, close to. And it was brilliant. It was fucking brilliant, mate. What a woman. I know, Pauline Hanson, she got a kiss from all the boys. She fucking loves life. Couldn't have been better. Yeah, that's it, mate. Should have had Putin's mask as well. Free balling, yeah, fucking oath. I always free ball, mate. I've been free balling over a year, and even last week I got a fuckload of footage. Right, I went out. Where do we go out? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We went out shooting for censored TV. Hopefully the footage gets used. They've been fucking slack at getting back to me, the bastards. So I hope I somehow didn't piss them off, but who fucking knows? Who gives a fuck? All I know is I went out for 3 days. We went out last week. Dusty does Ipswich and Dusty does Brisbane, and then we went on a crazy adventure. We got some fucking mad footage, and that's probably I'm gonna have to edit that together. I'm gonna learn how to edit. I'm gonna learn how to get my shit together. We're going a next level. You know what I mean? We're going another level. And you can see I just slapped that editing that footage together, Savi. So I've only had this editing app for fucking 2 days. 2 days. I got it last night at like 9 o'clock, and I slapped a little one together, and I made that one for half an hour to Savi. Yeah, mate, nice. I'm telling you, free balling's the way to go. I've been free balling for over a year now, and once you do it, you never fucking go back. A few times I've been at the pub, and you'd never think like, oh, your fly's gonna break on your jeans, but yeah, my fly's broken once on my jeans, and once I got another pair of jeans, and the fly always drops down, which is all good. It doesn't matter. People generally aren't looking at your dick anyway. Nah. Anyway, this is the charity. I want to fucking pull it up for you. I've got a bit of a spiel. This is the charity we sponsored, Binary. What do they reckon? Our differences make us stronger. This is what we were doing. This is why we did what we did. Binary is an organization. As an organisation is concerned with the role that gender plays in our society, we affirm the fact that gender is male and female. What a good organisation. Our organisation aims to promote and celebrate the inherent differences between boys and girls, men and women. We uphold the biological assertion that there are two complementary genders. Binary exists to challenge the aggressive agenda to de-gender our society in the areas of education, health, military, business, politics, and the law. So you can I put the link to Binary in the description below. And I would encourage you guys, you know what? Fucking donate $5, any small bit to Binary, because they actually have done a lot of good. They've gone out and they've done information packs for kids in New South Wales schools. They actually got that information pack promoting traditional gender roles, it got funding from the government. So like people's generosity voluntarily got this charity off the ground. They've been so effective. They've been invited into public schools. Public schools, thank goodness. And you know why we did the Highland Games, right? And why we decided to donate to Binary. I'm going to start by donating regularly, just a small amount, like $5 a month. I'm going to donate regularly to Binary because, do you know what? The de-gendering of our society, it really does frustrate me. And the thing is, how I can stop my frustrations is by doing something positive. Like we did the Highland Games. It's like, how funny is it? Men dressed in kilts, raise money for to defend traditional gender roles. You know what I mean? And we've got to fucking do it. Oh yeah. Dia Beltran sent me a gift. I don't know where the gift is. I should have bought it out. I should have had it ready for you. Dear Beltran sent me a nice present for my son, who's coming into the earth in November sometime. He's still in the oven. Dia Beltran posted a gift up. So thanks heaps, Dia. It meant a lot. It's really nice. She wrote a nice card. Maybe I should next time I'll whip it out or something. Or I'll take a photo and I'll post it on my Telegram. Oh, cheers, Deadbeat, mate. Fucking legend. Working class. Hero. Good on you, brother. But anyway, what else does fucking binary say about? So we've done something, you know? Our Highland Games is about something. We're fucking doing something. This is what they reckon. Our organisation aims to promote and celebrate the inherent differences between boys, girls, men, and women. We uphold the biological assertion there are two complementary genders. Binary exists to challenge the aggressive agenda of degendering our society in the areas of education, military, business, politics, and law. Binary will protect our children from those who seek to indoctrinate them with programs designed to promote the LGBT agenda while bullying anyone who opposes it. So why would we not? I personally think this is a great fucking organisation. Good on you, Dia. That's right. I was just like, oh, that's so nice. Good on her. Why wouldn't we help? You know, this is the thing. I'm not rich. I'm not wealthy. I don't have a lot of money. But I've decided to back a few charities, and just by doing a $5 a month, the charities I've decided to sponsor is Binary, Compassion, which is it's like ending poverty worldwide. It's a child sponsorship program. I only do $5 a month. $5 a month to Binary, $5 a month to the Australian Christian Lobby, and $5 a month to A21, which stops human trafficking and modern slavery. So I think, like, this is the thing. Things that frustrate us in life, we need to find the avenue that can push back on that in our society. There's something we could do positively instead of being frustrated. I don't want to be frustrated. I don't want to go and I don't want to virtue signal. I don't want to fucking be all talk and sit here and say all the shit. I want to like do something. So we did something. We got the boys together. We did the Highland Games. We was a $10 buy-in each, and we raised, you know, over $100 for Binary, probably more. All the funds aren't in. So we did something. And this is what I tell you: a small amount, $5, man, $5 a month. I'm not a rich dude. I'm not a rich man, but what I got is I can squeeze into my budget $20 a month. I do squeeze into my budget to give, to be generous. Binary is something I'm giving $5 a month to, because this is the reality. This is the reality of our things. Sometimes, you know, this world right now, we've got all the political correctness. All this political correct bullshit. We've got censorship. We've got fake news. We've got clickbait. We've got social justice warriors. We've got people who virtue signal. And the thing is, it's like social media is changing society. And things are out there. The political correct, social justice warriors, all the crap they continuously fucking push. It's frustrating, right? And they push these wild agendas. And it's so frustrating, because I'm a conservative. I'm a Christian. I believe in heterosexual monogamy, male and female. I believe in nation states. I believe in the empowerment and freedoms of individual freedoms, not social nationalism, not communism. None of that shit. I believe in Western civilization. So I want to choose some charities that are going to fucking defend my beliefs And the charities I've chosen, yeah, binary we talked about. Did I say the Australian Christian Lobby? They do fucking awesome. But here's the next one. So I want to paint. Last time, remember, we had an episode like this, and I kind of said that we were going to do the Highland Games. And we said we were going to raise money for binary, and we've done it. We've done it. And the thing is, I'm going to become a monthly giver to binary because I believe in this. And all my boys who came to the Highland Games, they as individuals are going to give to binary. We didn't chuck money into a bucket. All of us as individuals are going to give that $10. And my hope is that they too see the value in it, and then they would be regular givers to binary. And I only give a small amount. It's not a huge amount. I'm not standing here saying, fucking look at me, look at me. Everyone's busy. You only got so much time you can give. There's only so much things you can do in life. But, when you're working, and if you're working, you got a full-time job, just a small amount of money, small amount, $5, chip it their way. Maybe become a regular monthly giver of $5 or 2 months. Because it all pushes back. It all pushes back this bullshit. This is the next vision. So we did the Highland Games. We've fucking done it. We've seen it happen. We've seen some money raised. Now, instead of being angry about the fucking degendering of my culture and all this weird LGBT stuff, I've proactively gone and done something. So I've done something. It feels good, man. It feels fucking good. And this is the next vision. Hey, thanks Vampire Frog for donating the lemons and D-Live. I definitely need to be building up my D-Live. I've seen there's been some censorship again on Facebook and on YouTube. So it's bullshit. I'm going to be fucking trying to focus my best on D-Live. I've got to pay attention in the chats. I've got to get there. I've got to fucking do it because D-Live and my I've started a BitChute. I'm going to be backing up all my shit on BitChute. I don't know how much longer life we have on the fucking mainstream social medias. The fucked. Yo, Port, you fucking legend. We must sponsor Dia getting pregnant. Ticking clock. Fucking you should knock her up. Port, you legend. You're a handsome devil. You know what I mean? Good bloke. That's all you need. Anyway, so here we go. Next vision. This is the next charity. So what I'm thinking is, I think I want to get in the rhythm of maybe every now and then do an event, get the boys together, we'll go do something, and we do a $10 buy into the pot and we raise money for a good charity. You know what I mean? So the next event I put on, right, with me boys, we're going to donate to a charity called A21. Bang. Okay? This is the charity we've decided. And this is kind of like what I'm thinking, right, is that, yeah, we've had all this Black Lives Matter. We've had all the protesting about whatever they think that people believe that there's racism. People believe that's still a thing. And here's the thing. As a Christian, I believe this. We're all made in God's image. I believe the Great Commissioning that we are called to every nation, preach the good news, to make disciples of every nation. So I value all people. I value all people, and I believe that guess what? I don't like Black Lives Matter as a movement. I think they've been taken over by communists. They have been taken over by communists. I believe there's some people who are genuinely want to see some positive change, and maybe there's a need for some positive change. I'm not denying that. So here's the thing. I won't go to a Black Lives Matter protest. I'll have nothing to do with them people, with Antifa or Black Lives Matter. They're communists. I don't want anything to do with them. I don't want nothing to do with them. I don't like authoritarian pieces of shit. I find any kind of authoritarianism, I fucking hate it. I don't like it. Right? But here's the thing. I also understand that there's some of these crazy left-wing organization. Maybe there's some kind of truth or something there that there is a root of something there that can be improved upon in society in this world that might be in the realm of reality. But for the most part, Black Lives Matter, all that shit, they're fucking mental. They're mental psycho idiots. They're fucking foolish weirdos. I don't want anything to do with them. But this is the thing. I feel as though this is the next charity. This is the next event. We're gonna raise money for A21. We're gonna do a walk for A21. So A21, what they are about, laying out the vision. A21 frontline response. They reckon abolish slavery everywhere forever. Forever. Slavery ends here. Together we are eradicating human trafficking through awareness, intervention, and aftercare. Bang. So this charity at church, many different churches do a bit of work with A21, right? So the truth is, I believe right now on the planet there's more people who are enslaved than any time on the face of the earth. Than any time. We've seen, remember Taken? Remember the movie Taken, right? And it's like that young girl gets taken and put into like sex slavery, right? It's fucking disgusting. It is so disgusting. Remember the latest Rambo movie? It's the same fucking thing. So this is like happening on Earth. Human trafficking, you know, all the fucking human traffickers, and they come to Australia and they go to, and our Navy intercepts them. We send the people smugglers smuggle people, and some people make it to Australia, and we send them to offshore detention. We send them to Manus Island, right? And we say, you will never come to Australia. We hate people smuggling. We hate people smugglers, because through people smuggling, this is where we see the fucking modern day slave trade is happening, through the people smugglers. So every time someone says free the refugees, or oh, they whinge about Manus Island and Australian offshore detention, these people are fucking idiots. They don't give a fuck. They are fucking morons. Like open borders, all this bullshit. Right? They're fucking crazy fucking weirdos, because it's the people smugglers, right? They are the biggest, they are the root cause of modern slave trade. Imagine these poor young girls who get fucking taken, like the movie Taken, like the latest Rambo movie. They get sold into sex slavery. It is fucking disgusting. So I reckon this is a good cause to back. I'm going to become a monthly donator to A21 as well. Like, it doesn't cost them. Look at this. All the charities that I know I can't do everything. What I can do is I can go for beers once a month with my boys. I can organise an event where we can raise some money for some charities who are out there doing some good shit. I can do my bit by doing lives and having a fucking laugh and making fun of the stupid lefties and these communist fucks, and you know, raise awareness, try to show some leadership. When things piss me off, I want to do something about it. I don't want to just be a keyboard warrior. I don't want to be a social justice warrior that is just about virtue signaling. Because the truth is, I'm not telling you about that I'm going to give a lot of money. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I'm going to give a lot of money. I'm saying that I'm going to give. This is my giving. $5 to Binary a month. Another $5 a month to A21. Another $5 to Compassion, which is a child sponsorship. Another $5 to the Australian Christian Lobby. I think there was another one that I was doing. So yeah, $20. $20. $20 a month. That's so small. That's nothing. That's nothing. You know what I mean? We could all give a little bit like that to change some of these terrible situations. I find it this charity is good to get behind because at the moment we have in America the Black Lives Matter, and they seem to feel disenfranchised because of slavery. And it's like, oh, there's a history of slavery and oh, I'm disenfranchised. And maybe there's some truth to it. Maybe there is. But right now on planet Earth, more people are enslaved, are in the modern slave trade than any time on the face of the earth. So why, when in Western countries it's illegal, it doesn't happen? There's no, if you, doesn't matter what color you are in the West, doesn't matter what religion you are in the West, you can go to the bank, you can get your phone, you can get this phone, you get a banking app, you can get the share app, the Bitcoin app, you can get the job seek app, and you can apply for jobs, you can make a resume on this thing, you can buy and sell. There's nothing stopping you in the West. There's no excuse in the West. In the West, we have built a culture. We have built a culture of individual freedoms. In the West, you are free to engage the marketplace. No one gives a fuck about your religion or your skin color. It's all bullshit. They're fucking lying to you. We've created the most fair, wealthiest, freest, the greatest civilizations on the earth in the West. And people, yes, the people are complaining about fucking Black Lives Matter, and they're complaining about these things in the past. But I think if I can get this charity, and if I can start giving towards this charity, if I can encourage other people to give to this charity, if I could do a fundraiser for this charity, A21, then maybe I could solve the problem with the modern slave trade. If you hate slavery, if you're an African American, you're like, my ancestors were slaves. Well, yeah, a lot of us have ancestors who were slaves, white people included, right? And if you are, it's an affront to you. It pisses you off. It pisses me off. I think it's disgusting. I'm disgusted in slavery. In any time in history, to any person it ever happened to, it's fucking disgusting, right? We all agree. It's fucking terrible. I'm a Christian. I believe what Jesus said, do to others as you'd have done to yourself. I want to treat you how I would like to be treated. That's how I get my morality. I'm aware of myself. I'm self-aware. I'm conscious. I have my brain is functioning, and I'm saying, oh, I know what hurts me. I know what pisses me off. So I know what I don't want done to me. And I see other people and I say, well, I would never do that to other people, what I wouldn't want done to myself. I'm going to treat people how I like to be treated. Slavery is disgusting. I think racism is disgusting. I don't understand these things as a Christian. I think it's disgusting. I think it's terrible. But I also believe that how can you complain? How are we so frustrated in the West, where in the West it is the freest, fairest, wealthiest, greatest civilizations from Europe to America to Australia and New Zealand. We're fucking, mate. What we've done, what we've created is powerful, amazing. Freedom. We're free here. And there is a problem with the modern slave trade. The modern slavery is a real thing. So I'm fucking thinking we need to raise money for this. So I'll go quickly jump in the comments section. Where are we? Communism is ramping it up big time. Yes, they are. And we need to raise awareness of that. That's probably one of the greatest concerns there is. I reckon, I swear, in my thinking, the more I think about it, I think we need more Christians. I think the atheists are so easily manipulated into socialism, whether it's national socialism or full-blown communism, right? And I just think that they're so easy manipulated. and all this shit, like the degendering of our society, stuff getting pushed by the LGBTQI, they are sexual predators preying on children, sexualization of children. That's what the LGBT is being taken over by, sexual predators. Maybe there were some genuine homosexuals in the LGBT movement who just wanted some personal liberties. Maybe that's what it was, but that organization has been taken over by fucking pedophiles. We know that the Black Lives Matter and Antifa, they are full-blown communists. They are full-blown communists. They are fucking dangerous. We have people in governments around Western civilization that are talking about late-term abortion. They want to kill fucking babies in the womb. Late-term abortion of healthy babies is fucking insane. Now they're talking about euthanasia. Oh, you don't. Instead of getting your pension, you'll get a letter saying you're eligible for your green injection. Don't be a burden on society, on the taxpayer. Just get your injection. So all these ideas that come in, whose mind is correctly have the correct structure? Do you pick up your Bible and understand that there is a creator, that there is something, there's a designer? Do you believe that all people are made in God's image? Do you have a hope beyond the grave, that there's more than beyond this grave? Or are you a militant atheist communist who's only concerned with this life, and they're so fucking concerned this is the only kingdom they've got, and that they're just fully invested into the communist control freak world, the limited resources? You know what I mean? Just go and have a read of that Karl Marx Communist Manifesto. Go have a read of Charles Darwin's fucking Origin of Species. Go read that shit, because they are so intertwined. You know what I mean? There's only a limited amount of resources. We're in conflict fighting for these resources. All this bullshit, right? I believe we need to be Christians. I reckon the greatest thing we can do, I believe we need to look at these charities. We need to push. We need to start doing things positive, like a Highland Games, raise some money, push back on some of the shit. We need to raise some dollars. We need to volunteer, time. When you work so much, you can only do so much. That's why it's good to give a little bit of money. You know what I mean? And we need to do something. We need to do a bit more. We need to push back. If we don't do anything, if we don't have some charities that we can give to, we don't see that we can get together with the boys, do something positive together, raise some dollars, raise some awareness, push some things back, let our vote count, go fucking volunteer for a candidate who represents your values. If we don't do something, you're going to get frustrated. You're going to get angry. You're going to drink the poison that they want you to drink. You're going to become angry. God doesn't need you angry. I don't need you angry. I need you empowered to fight the good fight against these fucking demonic atheists, against these communist pieces of shit. All people keep slaves, only white people don't. And that's absolutely true, brother. The slavery is gone in the Western world. It's gone in where the European nations, the just powerful, great, amazing, free, loving, generous, great nations, the Western world. We dealt with that so long ago, and the rest of the world is just the slave trade is flourishing. It's out of control. We need to do something about it. Yeah. They are just anti-whites, bro. They don't actually care about immigrants. Haha. Yeah, I think that there's evil shit coming down the pipeline. I believe that these communists, these commies, these militant left wing or the militant right wing, they're all godless atheists. And I'll tell you what, you need to just like we need to like start thinking about these things. Go find a good church, go read that Bible, get yourself free from that fucking these ideas. I swear, people who don't know they're made in God's image, they just their minds are like, oh, I'm so open-minded. They're so closed-minded to think that anything other than beyond like, oh, I'm just highly evolved pond scum. Do they ever think that they are like, as soon as you remove that idea from your brain that you're just a cosmic accident, as soon as you realize that no, there's something more to this life, that man over there, this person is made in the God, in the image of the likeness of God. There's something more to the human being. There's more than this dimension realm, more than just these five senses. There's more to the story. If people are limited in the atheistic view and are so close-minded, right, the result always descends towards it's like a 80, pretty sure it's a 75% of atheists will vote left wing. And how could you vote left wing now? The left is so fucking demonic. It's so degenerate. It's so evil. They don't give a fuck about blacks or gays or the poor or anything. They don't care about anything. All they care about is demoralizing people, making you a victim, make you guilty or a victim or guilty. That's all you are. They want to demoralize you to the point of self-destruction. That's what it is. When we were at the Highland Games, and I was like, hey mate, you're not going to be able to throw. You're fucking too weak. And when I would get up there, I'd be like, watch this, boys. I'm sledging my opposition. I'm demoralizing them. I was strategically psychological warfare, and I was like, you can't do it. And then I'd get up there and I'd fucking throw that thing, and I'd believe I was not guilty or a victim. I believed. And that's what you need to do. Don't be demoralized by these fucking losers. So just like on a sports field, when you psych out your enemy, they're trying to psych you out. These lefties, they want you so demoralized that you collapse. Oh, they want our civilization so demoralized that it will just self implode. That's what the left is objective is. You know what I mean? So we've got to build ourselves up. We've got to be aware of the true reality. The true reality is there's more to life. There's more than the limited. You look at the communists. Look at Karl Marx Communist Manifesto. It's all about the class struggle, limited resources. There's only so much. It's there's no optimism. They're pessimists. They're not optimists. They're not optimistic. They're pessimists. Oh, there's a limited amount of resources. Oh, there's freaking, oh, there's all these problems. Look at all these problems. No solutions. No solutions, no answers. They don't want to lift a dollar out of their own wallet. They wouldn't. They're so lazy. They don't even want to go to work. They want the dole. Look at them now. We're all on fucking, lots of people out of work, living on, the government has shut down our employment. So they're paying us. We're on fucking, essentially, we're on, we're all, a lot of people out there on social welfare now getting propped up by the government because the government said you can't go to work, whatever. We've given the left has had the ideal situation where the government is just giving them money for free. They don't even have to work. And then they're just so fucking lazy. They are the takers. They don't give. They don't create. They're pessimists. Limited resources. Oh, They don't care. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, mate, I'm keen. Hit me up. Send me a message on Telegram, and we'll go for a fucking beer for sure. You see, if we teed up, brother, we could have you could have come to the Highland Games with me. You could have come around. Where was that good fucking comment? God died the most brutal way to show the people. I think this is the thing, is this world, it's the same people who crucified Jesus, the same people we're dealing with now, the same control freaks now. There is like the Pharisees, there is the synagogue of Satan, there is, and I mean that metaphorically, like the religious people who are trying to control and manipulate. There's the authoritarian religious, and then there's the political authoritarian people, and they're all in it for power. They don't give a fuck. They're all in it for power, man. And they killed Jesus. They slaughtered the guy. They brutalized them. But Jesus said, he's like, I have the power to call an army of angels to rescue me if I want, but my kingdom's not of this world. It's beyond that. He never raised up in violence. You know what I mean? He was moved when they were the only time Jesus acted when Jesus acted out aggressively. We have the story of how the religious Jews would go to the temple, and they would buy animal sacrifices to go to the temple, and they would, there was a bit of humility there. That was their way to relate to God, to get right with God. And there's people out there who are not Christians, who are religious, who are sincerely trying to make peace with God. You know what I mean? Maybe there's some atheists out there who sincerely live their lives genuinely, honestly, to the best of their ability. You know what I mean? So it's not I'm not heaping shit on everyone here. The Jews at the time were reaching out to God and connecting with God in that way to make themselves right with God. They would go and buy livestock. The religious leaders would sell livestock outside the temple at crazy prices, ripping off the sincere people. And Jesus went in there and he turned the tables over of the money collectors. And he said, you turn my father's house into a den of thieves. He said he grabbed a sweet whip and he was like, get back. He was going a hard out. That's the kind of man Jesus was. You know what I mean? And powerful. But the story's not end. The story doesn't end there. Jesus rose again. He rose victorious beyond the grave. He gave us a hope beyond the grave. These people are so concerned. They're so concerned in this life. They're so brutally. We're dealing with the most hardcore religious, left-wing word police, thought police, radical people that you'd never imagine. They're trying to see how the religious hypocrites, right, what they would do to the people in Jesus' time. They made it impossible to get right with God. They said, no, you haven't done enough. You haven't done enough. You fucking look at me, look how good I am, and look how bad you are. And they're manipulating the way that they would get right with God. They were making financial profit out of it. You know what I mean? They were manipulating the system. They were pointing the finger of guilt. They were pointing the finger of shame. They were saying to people like, it's all what they're doing now. When they're chucking on you the guilt trip, they're chucking on you the victimhood mentality. They want you in the broken state. That's what these religious hypocrites were trying to do. They were trying to put the people down and taking advantage of sincere faith and sincere religion, and they were pushing people down. They were holding people down. They were using it as a system of control and manipulation, and they weren't sincere. They were supposed to be the leaders. These people aren't sincere. The mainstream media and are not sincere. These left-wing losers who are lazy. They're so fucking lazy. They won't lift. They won't get up. They're pessimistic. They won't go and implement the kind of simple discipline it takes to have a business or to have a job or to earn an income or have a budget, to save up for that house, to get that deposit, to get that equity, to use it to buy that business, to do the things they need to do. They don't have that discipline. They're lazy. They don't want to pull a dollar out of their pocket. They don't want to volunteer an hour out of their time. They want to sit on and be social justice warriors. They want to be keyboard warriors. They want to sit here and virtue signal to you. They want to sit there and say, refugees, these refugees. And they don't understand that they're encouraging a system of fucking people smuggling and the modern slave trade. They complain, they say that I'm with the Black Lives, and they take the knee to Xerxes. They take the knee to the devil, to the serpent. They're cowards and liars. They take the knee, they sell out. They sell out the greatest culture ever created on earth, Western culture, the freest culture, the fairest culture, and they sell it out. But they wouldn't give a dollar. They wouldn't budget their money and have the discipline to put a dollar out of their wage to chuck into one of these charities. They wouldn't do it. What they do is they guilt trip you and make you feel, oh, you're guilty. You're a fucking. They chuck the guilt on you. They put the victimhood on you. They want to control you and manipulate you. And that's what they do now. They want to silence you. They're not like Jesus. Jesus would have had nothing to do with these people. They're fucking evil. Though Jesus wants to save them and help them and empower them, I'm telling, when he rose again, this is the hope beyond the grave. The system was broken. It was broken. The guilt trip is done. The victimhood mentality is done. There is no distinction between man and woman or slave or free or Jew or Gentile. It's all done away with. The system, the game was changed when Jesus died and rose again. He's the judge. He's going to judge. He will make the decision of right and wrong. He's the one who says you stand as a child of God. You're a saint. He puts you in that position. He has done that at the cross. Put your faith in him and then have a spiritual awakening in your life and a hope beyond the grave, and you'll be supernaturally, spiritually empowered from the inside out. The system of control was broken through Jesus. So when these people heap on the fucking guilt trip to you, oh, guilty, 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 oh, victim, 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 they are fucking lying. They don't know the truth. They're fucking lies. Most men who speak the truth will die brutally. There you go. I kicked Joby out of my Dusty Bogan's mates today. Was it today or yesterday? I can't remember. He's in the Wild West. You can go have an argument with him anytime you want. Is there any stats on that comment? Dusty. Oh, sorry, I've missed where I was talking about. Maybe it was the atheists being. Majority of atheists will vote left wing. Just look it up. There's heaps of stats on it. There's heaps of stats that the left wing atheists don't give out. They don't give money or time or fucking nothing. They'd prefer to social justice warrior, keyboard warrior, guilt complex, virtue signal their way through life. They're just the religious Pharisees. They're just the Roman control freaks. They're not free. Their brains aren't free. They're enslaved. They're pessimists. They're not optimistic. They can't set you free. They might be able to like give you a surgery or give you some painkillers or give you a green injection so you can kill yourself or abort the baby or lie to you tell you that there's all these 60 genders or some bullshit, tell you that 2 men or 2 women can get married. They're just lying to you. It's all made up. That's their own evil inventions. They're fucking liars, man. All that is just is never gonna satisfy. It's not gonna help. It won't help. A life beyond the grave, hope beyond the grave is the only hope we have. His kingdom come and his will be done. Because these people's will is not the will of God. It's demonic. What the fuck is this? Port Film Co-op, we stand against globalism and anti-whiteism, even with myself being a neo-pagan, which was the point of the combo. I must have missed it. I'm scrolling down too hard. Bang, here we go. God made himself mortal man to die in order to teach us the path to him as mortals ourselves. God made himself a mortal man to die in order to teach us the path to him as mortals ourselves. Yeah, I totally agree. And there is a way, and it's this spiritual. I just totally believe Jesus came to change the game. He came to rewrite the rules of the system of how to reach to the spirit realm. He came to break the system up. And he's done that in the spirit realm. He's done that symbolically in the spirit realm. It's all been changed. And now you can actually access spirituality and truth. We're not bound by our mistakes, and we don't have to operate in guilt complex land or, oh, I'm a victim. None of that, no victimhood mentality or guilt complex should enter the mind of the believer. We're free from that. And then you're living in a transcendent mind. You're free. Start operating in that realm. That's what he wants you to operate in, that realm, to be free from it. And you're going to tell me, once you're operating on that frequency, are you going to be sinning more? You're going to be you're going to be treating other people badly? You think that's not what's going to happen? You're going to be self-aware. You're going to be like, oh, I'm made in the image of God. So is he. So is all these people. So am I. Self-aware and aware of who they are too. And you're like, yo, you can then now love yourself and your neighbor. You know what I mean? How powerful would that be? But then we get bogged down by these fucking weirdos. What's your opinion on the Proud Boys in America losing their Facebook accounts? Well, I mean, look, Facebook can do whatever they want. It's a private company, just like YouTube. They could shut down this. It could be gone like that. It's their business, right? So, I mean, it's their business. If people want to go on the platform, that's their choice. I think that these social media companies are definitely, I believe it's unfair, because I know the Proud Boys. I know the values of the club, and I believe it's a good organisation. It's a great organisation. So I think they should be able to have their social media accounts on there if they want. But Telegram's good, DLive's good, BitChute's good. We don't necessarily need YouTube or Facebook or any of them. There's other alternatives now. So, yeah, it's a shame, but it's not the is all and end all. But it is definitely authoritarian, manipulative. Like, I kick people out of my Telegram chat. Dusty Bogan's mates. If you're not on that frequency with me, if you're not at least attempting to be, you can choose your friends in this life, people. You can choose the people, the company you keep. I'm not going to sit in my Dusty Bogan's mates with Jovi, who is a fucking... he must be a racist. Like, the shit that he comes out with, he must be some godless atheist who believes he's more highly evolved than other people or some lie like that. You know what I mean? And to me, I'm not going to surround myself with people who have, not in my Dusty Bogans mates chat, in the Wild West, but not my chat. The Wild West is a chat I created, and that's where I'll be in that chat and talk to people. They're not my mates. They're not my mates. I choose my mates. You choose your mates. And one of the best things you can do in this life is choose your company. Choose the company you keep. I'm not going to fucking keep the company of someone who is not on the same frequency as me, man. He's just not on the fucking same frequency as me. I don't believe in that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not into it. It's off its head, if you ask me. Yeah, you have the right to associate with who you want, brother. That's right. Like, I totally believe in giving people a fair crack. You know what I mean? I believe in giving people a fair go. And I'm happy to talk to anyone. But there's a difference when it's the company you keep. I'm going to be conscious. I'm aware of the company I keep, the environment I'm around, the things I eat, everything I'm aware of. I'm aware of being tuned in to the right frequency in my life. I don't want to be around the poison and the bullshit. Anyway, so here we go. We'll have a look at this fucking. I've gone on a mad tangent. Let's have a look at this fucking A21 website. Bang! Abolish slavery everywhere forever. Sounds fucking good. About who we are. So what the fuck do these people do? Bang. We are the new abolitionists. That sounds good. When people are there and protesting Black Lives Matter, which is a communist organization, I don't trust them. I would never go to one of their rallies. But I believe in this. This I believe in. Because to me, I don't like racism. I don't like slavery. I think, how could you be a Christian and understand that there's more to life? These people there's more to this person. They're not just evolved pond scum. I don't believe you should be murdering healthy babies or fucking putting in needles and injecting old people with suicide fucking medication because, you want their inheritance or you don't want to pay that pension. I don't think that's on. You know what I mean? I believe in this. This is something I believe in. And, let's keep reading. The modern day abolitionists. I think that's how you pronounce it right. Our mission is to end slavery. And see how they go after human trafficking? Now I reckon you need to build a big wall. You need to have strong borders. You need to have each nation should be responsible with their borders. People need to there needs to be a responsibility here because these human trafficking, it's the cause. That is the root cause of the modern slave trade. If people go to Black Lives Matters and they whinge and they virtue signal and they carry on and they don't realize that that this is a communist organization, for one, they probably think it's something like this. They probably think, oh, it's something decent, something that I believe in. I believe in this. And these guys have got it right. We are a non-profit organization fueled by radical hope that human beings everywhere will be rescued from bondage and completely restored. We are the abolition of the 21st century, are working with you to free slaves and disrupt the demand. Heck yeah. And every time I see a free the refugee protesters, I always think to myself, these people are encouraging human trafficking. They're encouraging the modern slave trade. They're fucking weirdos. Black Lives Matter officially announced they're communist today. Is that actually true? You should share that if that's a real article. You should share it in my Telegram. That'd be fucking awesome. Jovi is honestly a good guy in my opinion. I reckon you're a good guy, Port. But Jovi can say and do whatever he wants. I'm not here to silence Jovi, right? I'm not there to silence Jovi. I just don't need people who are not on my frequency and my Dusty Bogans mates, because it's like I don't give a fuck what he has to say. We're just not on the same frequency. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. All I know is there's been time and time again the shit that he says, and I just don't agree with it. And I just think like this is not the company I want to keep. Not when I do consciously post and read comments on my Dusty Bogans mates. I don't want to read that shit, the shit that he says. And I posted the link to. I remember that Jovi dude, I don't know, in some chat said, could I join your chat? I said, no worries, mate. And I had heard, honestly, people say bad things about him. I gave him a go. I gave him a fair go. I like to give people a fair go. I don't have to agree with everyone's opinion or even like a person, but it's my chat. And I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested in what the dude has to fucking say. It's just like them communists who were in my chat. And it was just all the time, the same shit over and over again. And it's not the frequency I'm in, brother. I'm not tuned in to your communist frequency. I'm not in your atheist frequency. I'm not in your national socialist frequency. I'm not in that frequency, brother. I believe in Western civilization, the empowerment of the individual, that you get, that there is a common law, that there's not the king, not the queen, not the rich dude. No one, we're all equal under a common law. If you steal, if you vandalize, if you assault someone, if you murder someone, if you rape someone, if whatever, there is no favoritism. We are all the same rules for everyone. That's that virtue of Western civilization. I believe in Western civilization. Under the common law, you can own property. You own it. I own this hat. You can't run up and steal this hat that I own. I work and I earn a wage. I earn my income. It's mine. And if I purchase something with it, it's mine. Not for you to steal, not for you to vandalize, it's mine. And I own it. That's my money. I do whatever the fuck I want with it. That's a part of the common law. That if someone breaks the law, they are innocent till proven guilty. They'll be judged by a jury of 12 people, citizens, common people will decide the innocence and guilt of the person. This is value of Western civilization. This is the empowerment of the individual. We get a vote. Every man gets a vote. Every man or woman gets a vote. That's what we've created. A system where the individual has these, the personal responsibility is in the individual in the West. It's up to you and I in the Western civilization. The common law, we all get that common law. We get a right to earn, to work, to purchase, to own. That law protects our ownership of things. We get to make the judgment as a jury. You're innocent till you prove you're guilty. You get a vote. It's freedom. The freedom is on the individual. The empowerment is on the individual in the West. And our Western civilization is built for honorable, godly people. And this is why we see the descent of Western civilization is when we get bombarded and bombarded and bombarded with the guilt complexes and the victimhood mentalities and you get demoralized and demoralized and demoralized, and the life starts to crumble and implode, and the individual freedoms of the West that empowers the individual descends. We start descending because if your heart and mind isn't tuned in, right, it can descend. It is descending. Our culture is descending. But I'd prefer to be under a free culture, and a free culture in Western culture where it is on the individual, not the authoritarian national socialist, not the authoritarian communist. I don't believe in that shit. And there's so many more, I think your heart is in the right place, Dusty, but don't you think we should donate to homeless Aussies' families before sending our money overseas for other people? Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, dude. I've got my 4 charities that I give $5 a month to. 4 charities. I think they're pretty good. Then I give to my local church, and they have, and the giving that I give to my church, they actually do that. So they actually do give to the poor. There's they organise volunteering and food donations and food hampers, and I give to my fraternity. My giving is only about $50 a month that of regular giving. I don't give a lot. I'm not here to virtue signal saying I fucking give heaps of money, all this bullshit. I'm not fucking saying. I don't earn a lot that much money. I'm not rich. I earn a bit of money. I've got a limited amount of time. There's a few charities that I can see that do good that I think that we should give to. And I think you're right that I think all of us should decide and see the charities and see if there's something that frustrates you, find that charity and give to it. Volunteer for them. Do something about it, because or else we're stuck in a place of frustration. You know what I mean? But I agree. I do my best. There's things we need to take personal responsibility. There's things that frustrate me. I try my best to buy Australian made. I try my best to I give to my local church, and they give. They're giving. They receive and they give. They receive and they give. They receive from us and they give. And they help the poor and they help all these things. You buy Australian made. You help the farmers. You help by buying Australian made and Australian owned. You're helping the farmers. You're helping the Aussies in need. And there's other, giving to the Australian Christian lobby, giving to Binary, giving to A21, giving to fucking Compassion. But I think for everyone, your list of charities or your list of things that you give to, yeah, they're going to be a bit different to me. You know what I mean? I think this one's good. This one's good now because we've got the left who are protesting Black Lives Matter. In my city, we've got the fucking protesting every week about the refugee centres. And they don't do they even really, do they know this charity exists? Do they know that there's something they can do? Instead of because I think if you're protesting outside a refugee centre saying let them in and encouraging human trafficking, they are maybe they just aren't aware of the reality that the modern slave trade is directly connected to people smugglers. It is disgusting there. It's terrible. Anyway. We should start a local project where we pool money and collect donations in our area, then use the dollars to actually help our own people, local homeless and elderly who can't afford medication, etc. Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's local churches. So I go to my local church and they organise. There's a list of charities. It's called Beyond. That's what we call it. It's called the beyond giving. You give to beyond, and it has a list of all these bang, 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 all these things where they help. And one day I can go through that as well. But that's exactly what the local churches are. That's exactly what we're kind of doing. That's kind of what we did with the Highland Games. And it's all about doing something. When there's things here that frustrate us, we should do something about it. And I reckon there's so much reward. You know, I can't like sit here and say, oh, I'll give this much. If you give fucking less, you give more, whatever. You give how you want to give. You know what I mean? It's about the heart. It's not about virtue signaling, because I'm not telling you I give a lot. But this is the next. This is the thing about tonight. Showcase what we did at the Highland Games, showing your binary what they've done, because that's what the Highland Games is raising money for. This is the next charity. Our mission is to end slavery. I'm going to keep at it. Bang. Where we were. Read a little bit more. Bang. Look where this is the map of where they're all at. So I think there's a lot of human trafficking in Eastern Europeans. That might be where this originated in. And they also doing a lot of work in Southeast Asia there, in these hot spots. And there still is, like in Western countries, there's like human trafficking. America has a huge problem with human trafficking of Latino people being bought in, and there's like sex slaves, and Europeans, the same thing. So it's like fucking disgusting. And this charity sets up like they're actually like are setting up and doing things practically to solve these problems. Our solution: rescue, reach, and resource. Operation strategy. Slavery is the fastest growing organization. Crime, fastest growing organized crime in the world. It's real, hidden in plain sight. The tearing at the social fiber of every nation and the economic structure. But that's why we exist. 21st century abolitionists determined to bring change. That's why it's 21. So it's abolitionist 21st century kind of thing. That's sweet. Our operational strategy and the heart cry of our organization is to reach, rescue, and restore. Reach, they reckon, reducing vulnerability. We prevent slavery from ever happening by engaging people through events, student presentations, and education programs. Rescue. We work closely with law enforcement on the ground to support police operations, identify victims through our hotlines, assist in the persecution of traffickers. Yeah, I actually went to a conference about this, and they spoke about how they actually like get these girls who have been caught in the sex slave trade, right? Sold into prostitution, and they get them to testify. They help them fight the legal battles. I went to a conference about it ages ago. So I've followed this charity for years, probably 5 years now. What was the last strategy? We restore. We work face to face with every person in our care based on their individual needs, providing them with access, housing, medical treatment, counseling, education, employment, and reparations to help them reach a place of independency. That's fucking awesome. We are in it together. There was something I was reading before. It was like walk for justice. Where is that? Because that's what I was going to do. I seen the thing. I was like, yeah, sweet. It said walk for justice. 1% of human trafficking victims are rescued. That's fucked. There are millions of slaves in the world today, more than ever before in history. More than ever before in history. How fucked is that? $150 billion a year is the human trafficking. Human trafficking is the fastest growing criminal industry in the world, generating more than $150 billion US dollars every year. There's sex trafficking, forced labor, bond labor, involuntary domestic servitude, child soldiers. Holy fuck. So Black Lives Matter is like whinging about Western countries, the freest and greatest nations on earth, and they are complaining about something that we dealt with, hundreds of years ago, and yet it's still happening on the face of the earth, and we're not fucking, you know what I mean? Like, how? For me, it's just like, right, well, I believe this is a problem. I think it's disgusting. I want to do something. This is what they reckon. Walk for freedom. This must have been, it says 2019. Bang. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to do like a mad as bushwalk. I wonder if I hit the fucking sound volume on this. Bang. We're going to do a bushwalk, right?
Today, all over the earth for the
Can you
next
hear this?
24
Let me know
hours,
in the comment
in 500
section.
cities, in over
I've
50
met the lady.
nations, tens of thousands of people are marching together to help fight human trafficking.
Check Telegram.
Together we believe, one step at a time, that we can abolish slavery
Met the Sheila
everywhere,
who's
forever.
speaking. She's fucking awesome. Loud? Yeah. Sweet. Cool. Yeah, we're going to do a bushwalk. All the boys who come are going to chip in. There'll be a $10 buy-in. Mad bushwalk. Maybe we'll drink some beers along the way and we'll raise some money for this charity. And that's the next thing we're going to do. This one we're going to do.
For freedom.
Bang. So we're actually going to do something. How good is that? So anyway, thanks for tuning in tonight. Thanks for the fucking super chats. Thanks. Did Port just chip me another $2? Check Telegram to read DMD binary store to read on the show. Bang. Sorry, brother. I don't know. I'm going to wrap the show up. Thanks for the super chat, but I will check the my Telegram and I'll post it in Dusty Bogan's Mates in the Wild West, whatever the thing was you're going to show me. Port, join me Telegram, people. Join me freaking sub to my D-Live, sub to my BitChute, join my Telegram, because we don't know if we're gonna last on the mainstream platforms. I don't know if my Insta and Facebook and my YouTube will be gone tomorrow. I don't know. I don't trust them. I don't really put much hope in them. They are control freak, weirdo, political correct freakos. All they are is they're like the religious hypocrites who are control freaks. They're trying to control us and manipulate us. I don't trust them. I prefer to be on a more freedom of speech platform because, at the end of the day, people are so offended. They're so fucking offended these days. Vape Frog reckons in the D-Live chat, there's a lot of sex trafficking mafia in Eastern Europe. Yeah, this lady who founded the A21 was a Greek lady. Christine Kane, I think she was. She was a victim of, I think, rape and domestic violence. So she has a real heart for this stuff. And she actually, I think this charity started in Eastern Europe, and now it's branched out across to Southeast Asia. And they're doing, I think they've like created a 24-hour call center. So anyone who's like involved in human trafficking or the sex slave trade, if they get this number, they can call it anytime and bang, they'll be like, send someone in to rescue them. And then they'll help them. They'll even help establish a legal fund and a legal team and start prosecuting the people who are the people smugglers. You know what I mean? So how fucking good is that? Thanks again, Vapor Frog, for the lemon. Cheers, mate. Thanks for the super chats, everyone, on YouTube. And I'll catch you on Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. We've got Dave from XYZ's coming on and Port Film Co-op. So it should be a freaking good one. I'm looking forward to it. Cheers, thanks for a fucking good live stream. Cheers,